Hey, it's Dave and I'm fixing up my shit. Today we're installing a 52-inch Brookhurst ceiling fan. Right, this is what you're going to find when you unbox the Brookhurst 52-inch ceiling fan. Here's your instructions and paperwork. These are your arm brackets, the blades. Comes with LED light bulbs, which is kind of cool. Most fans don't come with light bulbs. Here's your light kit. These are the glass. It's a frosted white glass. It's kind of nice, actually. Comes with rubber bands around it. That way it can be tightened up without cracking the glass. All right. Inside the box, here's your fan motor, your post cover, your chains, nuts, and screws, more glass. All right, let's put this bad boy up and see what we can do. Okay, this is everything that was in the box laid out on the table here. The fan blades are reversible. If you want them to look wood, you put those to the side down. If you want them to be white, you flip the white over and make sure that the white is facing down. It comes with 3 LED bulbs, the glass shrouds. Really, all you're going to need as far as tools: electrical tape, screwdriver, maybe some wire cutters, and a good pair of pliers. That's about it. All right, let's start putting everything together. Okay, we're going to start with the light kit. We're going to install that first. Okay, if you're not familiar with how to wire something up, I suggest you hire an electrician. If you feel comfortable wiring something up, then you should feel comfortable to do this. It's really not that hard of a job to do. Okay. All home service comes with 3 wires, black, white, and a copper, which is your ground. Sometimes there'll be an extra wire. It could be colored red or it could be colored blue, but that is also a hot line. So as you can see on the fan here, you have a white line, you have a blue line. Here on the light kit, you have a white line and a black line. The black line connects to the blue line. The white line always connects to white. All right, we got a couple little screws here. Oops. Don't lose the retaining screws. Okay. Now, all you got to do is line up your screw holes, tuck your wires in. Okay, that's the screw. Hold on, let me get that out. You can see that in there. I'm going to take out this cardboard spacer. Okay, when you're doing the wiring in here, it's really kind of a tight space. You've got a big piece over here that blocks up most of your space in here. Let me turn this so you can see it. So you got to kind of push all the wire caps and everything over. Now, this switch over here, you got to kind of turn it sideways. It gives you a little more room. But everything in here, you got to kind of crunch in here and it will fit. The other thing, this switch here should not bump into this. So I turned it sideways so that, I don't know if you can see it, this right here, this connector, this switch, sometimes it'll bump into it, so you gotta rotate it so it's out of the way. But if you do it right, it locks right up, and as you can see, all I gotta do is install the screws. cut. Forgot to mention that as you're putting this together, you have a switch which changes the direction of the fan, which way it'll blow. Make sure this cutout right here goes over that, otherwise it'll never close ever. All right, so let's put the stem on. Gotta thread it through the cap. Feed these wires through. Not a bad idea to kind of wrap it together. And just feed them through. Slide the pin through. Pop the powder. And just tighten this up a little bit so that it'll hang right. And now we're just about ready to wire it into the ceiling. Okay. Just some quick information. The post that we installed on the top of the fan goes through here. There's a little notch in here to orientate the fan and lock it in place. Lets you know which direction it's facing. All these do is screw right up into these little spots right here, and we'll connect our wire in just a second. Okay, take the bracket, orient it with the space facing you because it'll make it a lot easier to install the fan. Now when you put it in the ceiling, let me get this out of the way. I have a textured ceiling, so don't snug it up all the way. Keep like maybe 1/8 of an inch of a gap, let it hang for a little bit until you actually put the weight of the ceiling fan on here. You might need that space so that you can clear these screws here. If not, you really need to just snug it up. Not over tighten it, just snug it up to the ceiling. All right, so that's pretty solid. I'm not over tightening it, just hand tight. All right, I'm gonna still have a little space. I can get to these screws later. All right, let's make our electrical connection. Now, in case you don't remember, this has got a little groove cut out, and that groove corresponds with a little groove right here. So when you hang this up, all you're doing is sliding it into that little groove, and now you can do all your work without having to have to support the weight of the fan while you're working. So let me readjust my ladder and we'll get to work. Okay, we're getting ready to wire up our stuff, but real quick, I forgot to mention earlier, these little rubber pads have to come out. So all you're doing is unscrewing these. Now personally, I save these stupid little things because they've come in very handy in the past as washers. All right, we're getting ready for our last connection. Before I finish up, I just want to make a note. Sometimes you have an extra line in the ceiling so that you could separate your light from your fan on the wall switches. In this case, I only have one switch, and it's going to have to operate both the lights and the fan. So this is the light kit, this is the fan. They're both connected to the black wire running from my box. Let me make this final connection, and we can start closing it up. I'm gonna wrap a little tape around it. Some people don't, I kind of do. I find that it stays together a whole lot better. Okay, now the hard part here is to kind of tuck these wires in without bending them or breaking them. So just be gentle, take your time. Just kind of origami it into the hole. You'd be surprised, just a little bit of patience and a little bit of pushing, and that's it. All right, we're just gonna lock these up in place. It slides over. Well, one side sliding, let's get the other side to slide. There we go. All right. Now, there's two little screws that go in these holes. Let me grab them real quick, and we'll finish that up. These screws here lock into place. Once I'm done putting them in, I will tighten these up, and basic installation is done. Okay, so I have a swivel, everything's queued up. Let's put the ceiling blades together, the fan blades together, and attach them and finish this up. Okay, this fan came equipped with reversible blades. Depending on what side you want it to show, that would be the side that you place down. So we're going to go with the white blades, replacing them down onto the bracket like this. And just a couple of screws here. They come with, I don't know if that's cork or cardboard, but the little washers on it. Now my friend Mr. CJ has put the rest of them together for me, so I can make it look easy. Just hand tight, maybe a quarter turn past hand tight. You don't want to over tighten them. They will break. I'll just test all of them real quick. Fan blades go up pretty easily. You just line up the holes. Don't tighten too much. You want to make sure you get everything. Now, this particular fan came with some styrofoam bushings or something in between, a little pad, which is great because it keeps the vibrations down. I'm hitting it about hand tight, a little tighter than hand tight. All right, got the fan blades up. Gonna put the shrouds on. These little rubber bands, don't throw them out. They're actually great because they allow the metal pegs to snug right up right up against the glass without breaking the glass. Come on, partner. Okay, so give it a little bit of a push, not too hard, you don't want it to break. Just hand tighten them, you don't need a wrench, just hand tighten them. It's only glass, it will shatter. Okay, let me something. There we go. Okay. Again, you're only hand tightening these just so that they're snug. They got rubber bands. The rubber bands are going to help them to grip the lamp shade. Just need to put in our bulbs and we're just about done and ready to turn the electric back on. Thank you, sir. Kind of nice that the fan came with bulbs. Most fans usually don't. And that the LED kind of makes it even cooler. Alright, while I'm at it, let me grab the chain extensions and I'll put them up. Same go, thank you. Because while I'm up here, it would be nice. Thank you. Of course, you can always get longer ones if you need them. They sell them in all the hardware stores. That's it. All right, let's turn the electric back on and give her a whirl. All right, we've got the ceiling fan up and running. It's got a little bit of a wobble. I'm going to take care of that in a minute. But all in all, we're looking good. We've had the ceiling fan mounted for a couple of weeks now. It looks great, keeps the house nice and cool, wasn't very expensive, and it was very easy to install. Overall, I'm very happy with it. Thanks for watching the video. Hope you found it informational. Please feel free to like and subscribe. We'll see you all again real soon. Have a great day. Bye.